Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I've got a ton. I actually wore a lot of perfume last week. I think because I got 2 smelly mail packages, which that video will go up before this one does, so you'll have seen the smelly mail. But yeah, anytime I get smelly mail packages, I'm just like crazy, putting like a million things on and wearing a bunch of perfume and loving it. But anyways, I'm gonna jump right in. So the first thing that I wore is this beauty here. This is from a beautiful subscriber. It came in one of the smelly mail packages. In fact, this was like the original fragrance that she wanted to send because I had talked about how much I loved this, and she emailed me and asked it and said she had a full bottle and asked if I would like to have it, and I was like, yes, I would. I love it. This is a James Bond fragrance. It's just called 007. It's just 007 Eau de Parfum. It's from P&G Prestige Beauty. It is made in Germany. I love this perfume. I picked up a sample from this from Fragrance Net. It's been probably 5 months ago or so. And I absolutely, no, it's probably been longer than that. 5 or 6 months ago, I absolutely fell in love with it, and it's super, super affordable. It smells like a very slightly musky berry, like floral berry fragrance. It smells like syrupy, dark berries and some light sweet florals, and then just a touch of a muskiness, not so much that it bothers me. It's the same kind of musk that you would find in Narcissa Rodriguez, which I don't love. So it's very light in this though. It's just the perfect amount of muskiness. It grounds the syrupy berries and the sweet flowers. I love this. It's such a stunning, underrated gem. I can get about 4 or 5 hours out of it. It's not the best performer in the world, but certainly not the worst. I think somebody with better skin chemistry than mine this would probably be a beast on them. I also think it depends on the weather. So I tried this in warmer weather. It was in the 70s the day that I wore this. I do think that it will perform better in some colder weather. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's incredibly affordable and such an underrated gem. Just a stunning perfume. If you like berries and flowers and just a touch of musk, oh my goodness, I think you would love it. It's gorgeous. I did reapply it one time and it got me through the entire day. And it looks like this is like really opaque black bottle. It's not. It is a glass bottle. And it's almost like, it is black, but when you hold it up to the light, it's almost green. It kind of turns green and you can see the liquid inside. So it's really cool. I love it. I love the bottle. I love everything about this beautiful gem of a fragrance. Thank you so much to the person who sent it. I will give it a very good home because I absolutely adore it. So anyways, that is 007. Next, I wore this beauty. This is Sarah Jessica Parker or SJP Stash Prive. I love this one. I found this at TJ Maxx for $5.99. I could not believe the price on it. It's gorgeous. This one, it says it was kind of like created around the idea of Russian ballerinas. So very beautiful, feminine, delicate. And ever since I read that, now I can't really get that image out of my mind. When I smell it, it's beautiful, but it's not juvenile smelling, it's not fruity, it's not a sweet floral, it's very light. I think it's got some vetiver in it. It's like a light, fresh, not at all sweet floral. A little bit dry smelling. It's gorgeous. Such a beautiful sprayer too. This one does not perform very well at all. I did wear this in warm weather. I think I got maybe 3 hours out of it or so. You would definitely need to reapply it. After it wore off, I just moved on to something new, but I love it. It's a beautiful, delicate, just gorgeous fragrance. It really does remind you of like Russian ballerinas. It's stunning. I love it. I have smelled every version of Stash. I've got a rollerball of the original Stash. I really like it. I don't love it. It's not my favorite fragrance in the world. I do like it. I keep the rollerball because it's a nice fragrance. I have smelled, there's another flanker that I've smelled. I didn't care for that one, if I remember correctly. I didn't love it, but this one I actually really like. It's really beautiful. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing, you know, it's not gonna blow your socks off or anything. It's not like an amazing fragrance or anything, but it's nice. It's really pretty, super wearable, really nice warm weather fragrance. So anyways, that is Sarah Jessica Parker SJP Stash Prive. Beautiful. Next, I wore this. This is Laura Mercier Ambre Vanille, or Laura Mercier Eau Gourmand Ambre Vanille. I picked this up at TJ Maxx years ago for $12.99. The best $12.99 I've ever spent. This is amazing. This has only deepened up and gotten stronger with age. And now, it's always performed really well, but now it's an absolute monster of a fragrance. Like, you are gonna smell like this until you wash it off. I sprayed it on before, well, not before bed. I sprayed it on in the evening, maybe about 6 o'clock in the evening or so. And I smelled like this strong, very strong, until I took a shower the next day. It's amazing. It's an amazing fragrance. It's sweet. It's really sweet. Again, a little bit musky. It's like a sweet, really, really sweet, musky, almost caramely amber. It's beautiful. I love it. It's an absolute beast and it's so good. This is the old formulation. I think these have all been reformulated. They've all been repackaged. So usually when they repackage, they do a reformulation as well. But anyways, that is Laura Mercier Ambre Vanille. I didn't pull the lotion that I layered this over, but it's okay. I'll just tell you. This is Ganache Strawberry Panna Cotta. This is in my Project Pan because I've got a second bottle of it. Somebody sent me a newer bottle of it. So I figured I'll just work through my older bottle and then I'll have the newer bottle. And also because I have a Bath & Body Works Strawberry Pound Cake Lotion that this layers beautifully over. They smell so alike that it's like having the perfume version of Strawberry Pound Cake from Bath & Body Works. It's an amazing layering combination. It lasted all day. All day. I put it on, you know, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning and I still smelled like that. I still smell like this at 10 o'clock at night. It's sweet, syrupy, synthetic strawberries. There's nothing fresh smelling about this at all, but it does smell exactly like a strawberry pound cake, or it smells like strawberry shortcake. If you guys have ever had strawberry shortcake, like layering, you know, you layer syrupy strawberries on like a delicious scone and then top it with a bunch of whipped cream. That's what this smells like. It's amazing. I love it. So yeah, Bath & Body Works lotions are not known for lasting a ton of time. So I figure I'll go ahead and try to work through this bottle of perfume and work through my Strawberry Pound Cake lotion, and I'll kind of kill two birds with one stone. So anyways, that is Ganache Strawberry Panna Cotta. Okay, next is a fragrance that was sent over to me in Smelly Mail. I absolutely love this one. This is Salvador Dali La Belle et L'Ocelot. The person who sent this to me said that it was kind of like a Shalimar-ish kind of perfume, and it definitely is. I mean, ish. It's Shalimar-ish in the sense that it is also a vintage, like a vintagey smelling perfume. It's a little bit sweet. It's really vintagey smelling. It does smell a little bit like Shalimar, but it's not. It's like way, way, way lighter, much more wearable. This one also gets compared to Chanel No. 5. Again, it is a little bit similar. It does not have the aldehydes that Chanel No. 5 has in it, so sometimes aldehydes can smell kind of sickening to me. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes if aldehydes are super, super strong, and they definitely are in Chanel No. 5, it can almost smell sickening. You definitely don't get that with this one at all, but you can kind of get the idea. It's a perfume sort of like both of those. This one's a little bit more modern smelling than either of those. It's not nearly as strong as either of those. This one has got like, I think it's got Artemisia in it. It's got Jasmine, Benzoin, Patchouli. You can just see it's just a vintagey style, but it's light and airy and super wearable and beautiful, and I love it. It's like a perfect me fragrance. Because it's not super heavy or super strong, it's not super long lasting. I think I was able to get maybe 5 or 6 hours out of it, which is plenty of time for me. It definitely performs just fine. it's just not like a super beast. You're not gonna get, you know, 10, 12 hours out of it or anything. It's not one of those that's gonna hang around until you wash it off. It definitely has like a lifespan. And yeah, I think I got 5 or 6 hours out of it or so, and then I was able to apply something else. But I love it. It's amazing. If you're a vintage lover like I am, I think you would really like it. It's warm, it's comforting, it's amazing. I love it. So that is Salvador Dali La Belle. This one's hard for me to remember. La Belle et La Salate. Next, I wore an amazing combination. So it was a little bit chilly the day that I wore this. We had a couple chilly days in the middle of last week, and I took the opportunity to pull out my CJ Scents perfumes, and I've been wearing these because I want to wear them before I put them away until next fall. This is CJ Scents Pumpkin Tobacco, and oh my goodness, do I love this scent. It smells like sweet pumpkin pie and a little bit of tobacco. It's amazing. It's fall in a bottle for me. Anytime I wear either of my CJ Scents, it just reminds me of this past fall when I got them, and I wore them so much. You guys can see I've got a huge dent in both of them because I've worn them to death. I love them. They're just amazing scents. I found these Cocoa Pink body lotion samples that I've got. This one is the Cocoa Mango Body Butter, and this is in the scent Angel of Mumbai Sky Tower. I've had this for a while. They sent this with one of my very first orders. In fact, it might have been with my very first order, so I thought I better use these up before they go bad, because I do think they've got some preservatives in them, but usually these kind of indie body products don't have a ton of preservatives, and sometimes they can degrade faster. So anyways, I wore this. This is beautiful. It's like a nutty, spicy, yummy lotion, and I used that as a base, and then I layered my pumpkin tobacco from CJ Scents over the top, and it was an amazing combination. Lasted all day long. I got a good 8 to 10 hours out of it. Just amazing. So yeah, beautiful scent. If you have not checked out CJ Scents, you definitely should. These pumpkin fragrances are incredible. So anyways, that is CJ Scents Pumpkin Tobacco. Okay, next I wore Derek Lam 10 Crosby Silent Street. This is another one. I think I pulled this up from my Musk video, and which has been quite a long time ago, and I didn't want to put it away until I wore it. This is actually a super opaque bottle, and I can't really see how much of this I have left, but it's a really beautiful musky floral, or floral and musk scent. Really clean, kind of a little bit soapy, perfect out of the shower scent. And actually that's what I think it was my out of the shower video. Beautiful. It was one of those days where I was like, I just don't want to mess with having to think about what to wear. I'm just gonna grab something, spray it on real quick, and hope that I just smell good all day. It doesn't project for a super long time, so it'll probably project for maybe an hour or so. It is very long lasting though. It stayed on all day. It just wore very, very close to the skin, where probably other people would probably be able to smell it, but they'd have to get into my space to smell it. Like, it's definitely not gonna project a ton, but I could smell it all day, and that's really all that matters to me, is if I can smell something all day. And I definitely could. It's really, really beautiful. It's just kind of a lighter, wears a little bit closer to the skin fragrance. So yeah, I love this one. This is this is Derek Lam 10 Crosby Silent Street. Next I wore, this is one of my favorite oils from Esthero. This is called The Bakery. I'm super excited because I just put an order in for the 3 that I did not have in my collection, and so my Esthero oil collection will be complete. And if anything ever happens and I lose my entire perfume collection, as long as I have my full Esthero collection, I'll make it. But this is one of my absolute favorite oils. This is my favorite gourmand oil that she makes. This is called The Bakery. This one is incredible. It smells like some kind of yummy, warm pastry to eat, but at the same time, it still has this beautiful skin-like quality. It's amazing. The warmth with this one. And it's a warmth that It somehow has this beautiful warmth without having any kind of a spice to it or anything. I don't even know what makes it warm, but it smells like something warm and beautiful to eat. It's like vanilla. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I couldn't tell you what is in it, but it's like, it's warm vanilla and almost like a skin musk, but it's gourmand leaning and like a perfumey, edible scent. It's amazing. It's one of my, Smells Like Esthero is probably my favorite, and then this one is probably my second favorite. I love it so much. I wore this to bed. This is a beast. You can put it anytime you put it on, like you're gonna smell like this until, I mean, you'll smell like this until you wash it off. It's really, really long lasting and beautiful. And yeah, hard for me to explain this one, but I absolutely adore it. So that is Esthero, the bakery. Okay, next I wore a couple of the samples that were sent over to me in Smelly Mail. So the first one I tried is this one here called Beekman Vanilla Absolute. I love this fragrance. I immediately got on Mercari, found a bottle for $20 free shipping, and I snapped it up so fast. It's such a beautiful vanilla, and what I love about this one, it's not super long lasting. Like, you're not gonna get a ton of time out of this one. A lot of vanillas just by nature they're not beast perfumes, they're not super strong, they're not gonna project a lot. But this one I think is gonna be amazing for layering, and it just smells beautiful on its own. It's like this gorgeous milky, yeah, it's like a milky warm vanilla, but not very milky. It's a little bit milky, but it's this really beautiful warm, not very sweet at all. Like almost zero sweetness in this one. There's maybe the slightest touch of sweetness, like the slightest hint, but for the most part, not much sweetness at all. It's kind of this beautiful, warm, dry vanilla. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I love this one. It's got, I think when I looked up the notes on this one, it's got some amber in it, maybe some flowers. In fact, I think I saw jasmine maybe. You really don't get flowers though. You just get this really beautiful, slightly sweet, warm, dry vanilla. I loved it. I had to have a full bottle of it, so super excited about that coming. So that is Beekman Vanilla Absolute. And then I wore Fragonard Vanille. This is another beautiful vanilla. This is more of like a simple kind of sweet vanilla. Pretty simple, sweet vanilla. Really beautiful, would make a great layering fragrance. Could definitely be worn on its own, but would make an amazing layering fragrance if you wanted to add like just a simple sweet vanilla to something. It's beautiful. I really liked them. It didn't last very long on, like not very long at all, but I'm never surprised by that when I'm wearing or when I'm trying vanilla fragrances. They just, by nature, a lot of them just do not hang around. So anyways, that is Fragonard Vanilla. And then last but not least, I pulled out one of my Andromeda's Moon fragrances. This is inspired by Dama Bianca, which is from Xerjoff, I believe, and it's beautiful. It's like a sweet, creamy vanilla, like floral vanilla, like a sweet, creamy floral vanilla. It's really, really beautiful. This is another one that's kind of hard to explain. I've never really smelled anything else like this. It's light, but at the same time, it's warm and rich smelling. It's got like a lot of body to it. I don't know. I really like this one. Would I want a full bottle of it? I don't think so. I'm not even really super interested in smelling the real thing. It's a nice fragrance, don't get me wrong, really, really beautiful, but it's not anything that I think is, you know, amazing. It smells really good. It smells really good on me. I can get about 4 hours out of this one. I think I got maybe 4 or 5 hours out of it before I was able to reapply something else. But yeah, not the super longest lasting, but not bad either. Really, really nice. I have not smelled the original though, so I could not tell you if this is like a good clone of the original. If I ever come across a sample of the original, I will absolutely pick it up and compare them. But yeah, it's a nice fragrance. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world, but I really do enjoy it, and I enjoy my, I do definitely enjoy my decant of it. And I will continue to enjoy this until I run through it. So anyways, that is Andromeda's Moon, inspired by Xerjoff Dama Bianca. And that is gonna be it, guys. Those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.